Unscrupulous officials at the Harambee Cooperative Savings and Credit Sacco Limited, Harambee Sacco, in cahoots with the privately owned entity, have been cited by a High Court in Nairobi for masterminding a land fraud scheme to dispossess a woman 2 prime plots in Nairobi using fake documents. In a landmark ruling, Environment and Land Court Judge Justice Lucy Mbugua invalidated title deeds of 2 parcels of land fraudulently issued in favor of Mild Steel Engineering Works Limited after it emerged the acquisition of the disputed property was fraudulently facilitated by Harambee Sacco officials. In her ruling dated December 5, 2024, Justice Mbugua cancelled the title deed issued to Mild Steel Engineering Works and declared Meresia Obara the lawful owner of the 2 prime plots in Greenfield Estate in Embakasi Sub-County. In the suit, Obara had sued Harambee Sacco as the first defendant, Mild Steel Engineering Works Limited as the second defendant, and Melita Oluoch as the third defendant respectively. Oluoch is the director of Mild Steel Engineering Works Limited. The disputed parcels are registered as LR number Nairobi Block A2/4915 and Nairobi Block A2/4918. In her ruling, Justice Mbugua decreed that Obara had proved to the court beyond doubt that National Otieno Wanjir, a former member of Harambee Sacco now deceased, had made it known to the Harambee Sacco that he had transferred the 2 parcels to the woman. Further, Obara demonstrated that Mild Steel Engineering Works Limited was refunded part of the money it had paid to Wanjir for the purchase of the plots. Obara also said that she had paid the full purchase price of the properties. Justice Mbugua ruled, quote-unquote, "To this end, I find that the plaintiff, Obara, has proved a case on a balance of probabilities. I therefore enter judgment for the plaintiff against the defendants jointly and severally as follows. A declaration is hereby issued to the effect that the plaintiff is the lawful owner of properties known as LR number Nairobi Block A2/4915 and Nairobi Block A2/4918. 2. An order is hereby issued cancelling any title issued to the second defendant in respect of parcel LR number Nairobi Block A2/4915 and Nairobi Block A2/4918. And instead, the said parcels are to be registered in the name of the plaintiff. 3. An order of injunction is hereby issued restraining the second and third defendants, their servants or agents, from developing, transferring, charging, alienating, occupying, or in any other manner howsoever interfering with the properties comprised in LR number Nairobi Block A2/4915 and Nairobi Block A2/4918. 4. The plaintiff is awarded costs of the suit as against the defendants jointly and severally. The plaintiff is also awarded interest on costs at court rates. Court may deem fit and expedient to grant in the circumstances of this case." End of quote. Evidence tabled in court showed that the 2 plots were allocated to Wanjir as a member of Harambee Sacco. The Sacco had acquired the land and subdivided it to its members. Justice Mbugua ruled, quote-unquote, "It is therefore very ingenuine of Harambee Sacco to have acted in cahoots with Mild Steel Engineering Works to process a title using unscrupulous documents." End of quote. According to documents filed in court, Obara told the court the 2 plots were hired from a larger parcel known as Greenfield Site and Service Scheme registered in the name of the Sacco. Obara argued that as at March 1996, Wanjir still owed the Sacco 174,000 shillings, which had to be paid before he could take full ownership of the plots. According to her evidence, Obara said they settled for 404,000 shillings as purchase price for the 2 plots, after which she paid 174,000 shillings directly to the Sacco through a banker's check dated March 8, 1996, and the balance to Wanjir in tranches of 150,000 shillings, 324,000 shillings, and 80,000 shillings. After selling the plots, Wanjir formally introduced her to the Sacco as the purchaser and instructed the Savings Society to transfer the land to Obara. Thereafter, Obara followed up her title and the Sacco officials allegedly informed her that it was being processed. However, in January 2004, she learned that Mal Steel Engineering Works Limited was pursuing the same plots in collusion with some unscrupulous society officers. Obara told the court that in total disregard of her rights as the owner of the properties and through fraudulent transactions of the Sacco, Mild Steel Engineering Works Limited, and Melita Zoluoch, the society processed a transfer of the land in favor of the steel engineering firm. Oluoch, the director of Mild Steel Engineering, said he purchased the two plots from Wanjiri in 1995 after paying 240,000 shillings. He argued that before purchasing the plots, he had confirmed with the Sacco that the plots belonged to Wanjir. He thereafter signed an agreement for sale, and Wanjir's advocates wrote to Harambee Sacco authenticating the sale. An advocate who testified in the matter said the transaction was later cancelled and Wanjir refunded 17,500 shillings, accompanied with the handwritten letter dated May 31st, 1996. Justice Mbugua ruled, quote-unquote, "Reading the said letter in the context of the evidence provided, I am of the view that the Mild Steel Engineering had indeed declined to pay the balance until a transfer was effected. This evidence that the engineering firm refused to pay the balance is also supported by the deceased letter dated March 31st, 1996, end of quote." In her ruling, the judge affirmed that Obara had proved a case and she therefore entered judgment in her favor against the defendants Harambee Sacco, Mild Steel Engineering Works and Oluoch jointly and severally. Consequently, the court directed the cancellation of any title issued to the steel engineering firm and ordered the parcels to be registered in the name of Obara. Besides awarding legal fee quotes in favor of Obara against the accused, the judge further barred the steel firm and its director Oluoch, their servants or agents, from developing, transferring, charging, alienating, occupying, or in any other manner howsoever interfering with the properties comprised in LR number Nairobi Block A2/4915 and Nairobi Block A2/4918.